guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have Hook and Crown by Nicole Knapp. So into the stars, Neverland awaits you. It's not always easy to tell the heroes from the villains. You heard of Neverland and its inhabitants, fairies, pirates, mermaids, and a boy who didn't want to grow up. But you can't always believe those stories. Elena Hart arrives in London bound for a new boarding school operated by the estranged uncle. Her fresh start starts exactly where she needs, but when strange things begin happening, things she can't explain, she begins to wonder if she lost her mind. Until one night, a strange girl appears in her room claiming to be a fairy from Neverland, come to take her to a fantasy world at the request of its ruler. Skeptical, Elaine refuses, but the following night a young man with strange green eyes appears, and though she tries to resist his charms, something about him draws her in. Elena's a whisk away from the world she knows to the world she'd always thought was make-believe. But when she arrives in Neverland, it is nothing like the stories, and Elena realises that she must figure out for herself and the true heroes and villains are. So I'm on the track of trying to find a good Peter Pan retelling. I've got my Smut Peter Pan retelling, which I absolutely love and adore. And I really had high hopes for this, so I really wanted to love this book. I've been so, when I found this book on Amazon, I was so wanted to read this book, so happy. So as soon as I got the book, this was the next book to read in my series to read anyway. So I literally just wanted to get it, started reading and devouring, But then there was problems. There's no zero connection to the characters, barely any world building in London or Neverland. Though there is slightly more in Neverland, but it's an excessive amount of useless information thrown at the reader. So the story takes way too long to get going. There is an instant kind of love like you wouldn't believe. A lot of moments by the way of dialogue and plot. It felt like the author was rushing towards certain moments that she was really excited to write about, but when she got there, the rush through the moments too felt like a little bit discontinued. So Elena at 17 starts out complaining profusely about men and how she doesn't trust them. Even though her first glance at a guy results in immediate eyelashing, battling, and awkwardly forced flirting. No, kind of oh, okay. The funny thing is, Elaine does this entire book. She instantly switches her opinions, feelings, if someone literally contradicts them. The characters don't even know her say that she's fiery, but the reader's never shown proof. So it takes her a kind of embarrassingly short amount of time to fall for a guy and get naked before she can get back to a different guy. So Aiden, Peter Pan, and real Captain Hook are the two other main characters. But I really don't have much to say about them since I have no connection to them at all. They're both possessive and obsessive with Elena. Excuse me. It's not enjoyable love story triangle in the slightest, when you've seen most of those stuff. So it's weird, uncomfortable, forced, and I really don't get it. There's also an instant where Aiden comes into his quarters and finds Elena drunk, makes a comment about how drunk she is, and how he wishes he were more drunk and they would have sex. Yeah, that's super dreamy. This isn't a build-up of danger or mystery of anything anywhere during this book either. Everything is given away to the reader way too soon. It is a kind of a repetitive cycle of, hey, guess what's going to happen, but before you do, I'm going to give you the answer anyways. I put this series on the clothes and then just sat down in bed and I was like, I dream of this, then I woke up and I did that all again. So the author has a habit of telling the reader everything about the characters in a way that isn't believable and leaves you feeling turned off and annoyed. Things are brushed over too quickly and left unexplained. Names are thrown out at random, so Elena doesn't even learn Will's name till after they literally had sex with him. Really? And you barely meet any other characters. I feel like this review turned a little bit more negative than I intended, but it really was hard for me to find a lot of positive. So I do appreciate that the author attended to this book, but it just leaves a little bit more work to it. It seems that this could be the first book in a series, but I do not plan on continuing, so this unfortunately was my last time getting this book. I really, really wanted to get used to it, but I just couldn't get through it. I did DNF it, I'm afraid. I think I DNF'd it quite close to the end, so I know I could have read it, but no. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, bye.